This is Drop Tent Media Network.
Hi, I'm Albert Davis, and I'm a solo staker on the Ethereum blockchain.
And I'm Tommy Harold, and I'm a solo staker.
Both Tommy and I are crypto enthusiasts, navigating the world of Ethereum solo staking. We're not experts, but we're on a journey to learn more. So join us as we explore, learn, and stake our claim in the Ethereum network. Welcome to the Lone Stakers Podcast.
Hi, hello, welcome, Call the Bus, Neil Wood, Adam Nutter.
By the renewing of your mind. The recycling. It's a flesh body world. Human. Sir, slimy reptilian.
Uh-oh, what's going on? Here we go. Starting off. Yeah, what's going on? Adam, how are you? My co-host over there. This is
Good.
Neil Wood. Adam
Good,
Nutter.
buddy.
You look
What's
good.
going
I got
on?
most of your hat in there. Your hat is just most of your screen. It's
Halloween. I know my camera, the new camera angle is not great, but I look fucking good on this camera, though. This camera's fucking clean.
Whatever makes you feel better, bud. So
Thanks,
we got
man.
a great guest for everybody today.
Yeah.
I look like I'm on an Android right now.
Yeah, dude, you look like you really do. You look like a fucking looks like you're like hologramming in from like an alien spaceship, and you're like, hey guys, what the fuck is up?
It's just my lighting. I should have got a better
I take
lighting.
offense to this as an Android user. Fuck you.
Well, you're
Sorry,
trash,
first
and I say
impression.
that
How
all
are
the
we?
time.
Sorry to burst your green bubble.
That's all you guys have. That's it. Remember that when you're paying more money for bullshit nonsense, that you are absolutely paying for just like, oh, green bubble. That's it.
Listen, you know what it is? iPhones are like for retard. I'm retarded. It's simple. It's like user friendly. And like with Androids, it's just like I get lost with them.
It's a bunch of fucking nerds who think they're better than us, and they're like, I can look at my screen too. Shut up, fucking nerd.
I will say,
iPhone got it now. iPhone got the dual screen now.
Yeah, that's right, bitch.
yeah, I will say.
It took like 10 years though.
Yeah,
Go with
10 years
Google.
ago.
That's what everyone from iPhone is going over to. Anyway, just go for people out there. Just check out the Google phone because you use Google constantly. The whole phone just operates like that. So it's done. So I was like, I knew it was going to be better. So anyway, yeah. So fuck you. Yeah, that's right. I'm owned by a corporate overlord. Who gives a shit?
So are we.
Yeah, we don't make a single dollar off of this shit. And we're just like arguing.
And Google, what do we get? Right? They're benefiting somebody. I know it. I know in my heart they are.
It's 3 dudes, and then one of them is Indian. I don't know.
See, look at that.
They're not trying to fight like
And I'm not
Elon Musk
racist.
or anything, or they're not trying to go to the moon or space.
Oh,
Are those
no, I
guys
think
trying to do any
Elon
of that
Musk.
stuff?
I think he claims space for himself.
Right,
He's the only billionaire allowed to go to space. I think they have to start going like inward to Earth, like inner Earth stuff. That's their
Yeah.
That's their
That's pissed, dude. You gotta like stop by his house in the rocket and like check with him.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to check in with me.
Talk about tolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like you need the hood pass. He's got the hood pass for the moon and space.
He just sends goons through your house if you talk about going to space. He's like, "What's this about
Yeah.
going to space?" And he just knocks over your fucking like lamp and shit.
Yeah.
Like, you still want to go to space?
He offers you protection, you don't take it, and all of a sudden you get robbed in space. And he's the one who helps you get it back.
Yeah, you somehow
because it's his people that robbed you.
your rocket ship somehow gets a flat tire. Like, how the fuck is this even possible?
Yeah.
Like, we do things out here. Don't worry about it. Pay your fucking tolls.
NASA, I believe you didn't check the box for insurance. So unfortunately, none of that shit is our fucking problem.
NASA got firebombed by Elon Musk.
NASA's looking at the president like, you should have got the insurance, babe. I told you all the time, get the insurance. You never listen to me.
You're so cheap. You're so fucking cheap.
Grab a little rocket on your way out. Go ahead. Get the fuck out of my face.
Get a pin.
Anyway, our guest for today from the On the Gate podcast, the great Geo Perez, everybody.
Yeah, I'm like 3 beers in right now.
No, it's the perfect amount of beers to be in for this podcast, dude. Don't worry.
This is all vodka.
Neil drinks
not
booze.
more.
I'm high. I'm drinking a protein shake that's like 2 hours old. It's gross. I don't want to drink this anymore. I know. It's just like herded.
Well, that's
disgusting.
technically fermented. So there you go. You've got
It is.
some
It is now, for sure.
It is gross. Pretty nasty. Are you?
I was going to say at the real quick brag. I hit a 3-foot 9-inch box jump today. Please clap.
You jabbed us?
I
No,
jumped.
not-
I jumped. Thank you.
No,
Thank
no.
you.
Yeah.
You jumped up 3 feet.
3 feet 9 inches on a box jump, and I have the video if we want to doubt me in slow motion.
Oh, so that's the one where you like stand in front of the box and then you like jump up from where you're at.
Yeah. Now, as a man who used to be an athlete and is now falling apart physically because everything's injured from the years of peak athleticism, right?
Yeah.
Don't shake your fucking head. This is my time. This is my time. Shut your fucking mouth. You have your time. You'll have your time to rebut this. Okay. Let me just say the thing. As someone who was a peak athlete at one time, I played football for a very long time. I did MMA, no big deal. But don't shake. You'll have your time. Anyway, my body's falling apart. I have like a fucking bulging disc in my neck. I have like a back injury. I have like a lower back injury. My knees are shot. Anyway, so the fact that I did a 3 foot and 36, going on 37 years old, the fact that I did a 3 foot 9 inch box jump is pretty good. And he's gonna be like all not impressed with it because he's a fucking cunt. But just no, that's cool. That's kind of cool. Thank you for clapping is my point. So thank you, Geo. In fact,
You're welcome.
Recurring guest.
It took me a second. It took me a second to figure out how high. I was trying to think of who's 3 feet 9 inches tall.
Midgets are.
Yeah. So I was just like, all right, I'm trying to see how
I could
high
clear a
that is.
dwarf, no problem, dude. No problem.
I was looking at my coffee table. I'm like, is this 3 feet high? I'm like, that's not that much. Not that.
Well, you're what? How tall? You're like my height,
I'm
right?
6 even. Yeah.
Yeah, we're the same height. Like we're 6 feet.
Yeah.
So think of that. Think like just go to like your belly
So
button.
it'd be like half, right? That's a lot.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
That's pretty high to just jump up straight up.
Just
I
high.
used to jump higher when I was shorter, when I was younger. Because I used to play basketball and I was just like always trying to like reach the rim, and I was just playing every single day. And then I finally got to the point where I can grab the rim, pause, no homo. And finally when I think like after high school, like once I got into high school, I didn't play. Like I think I probably tried out junior high, but I was in like it was mostly black school, so there was no way I was going to make the team. I got cut.
No. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there was one Dominican on the team, and because he was like 6'2" in high school, and that was the only reason. And everybody, the rest of the team was black. But once I stopped playing, once I stopped playing, they have the little Fisher Price hoop. But they have as soon as I stopped playing, and I wasn't like physical, I can't jump for shit. Couldn't jump. Like the only physical is like running from the cops, and then after, like when I got away, I'm like having a heart attack, like my brain's swelling up from like no oxygen.
Yeah, my cardio is kind of shit. I don't really do too much cardio because I don't want to, because it sucks. I hate running. And fucking this psychopath's doing like 2 days in his basement like he's fucking in prison.
P90X. Yeah, I could tell that you're ripped, dude. What, do you do like calisthenics or weights, or you do like a mix of everything?
It's a mix. Yeah, it's a mix. Nah, you guys don't want to hear about my rock hard body.
he was about to get into it. He's like, yes,
we don't need to get into it. It's
asking about his fucking nipples.
Oh, here we go. First of all, did you ask a grown man to ask me about my nipples, buddy?
Sure did. I'm fine with it.
You might need to chill.
I'm fine with it.
But no, I guess congratulations is in need, because I mean this is from the vertical jump norms right here for a male, anything over 28 inches, which would be, if you did 3 feet, that's more. So wow, look at that, buddy. That might be for children, but that's fine.
Let me have that.
Oh, that's right. That's for like little children. Okay, so you did a certain percentage of that.
But did I do it? I did it though.
You're such a big boy. Yeah, you are.
Boom,
You're such
crushing
a big
it.
boy. Oh my gosh.
Crushing it. I would love to see your fucking big tall ass do 38, 9, whatever many inches that is.
I'm like a gazelle. I can leap over a fence in a single bound.
No, you can't.
Bound.
You're too tall. Your limbs are too gangly.
I know you think that, but it's all the stretching. That's what happens.
You
forget the tall guys.
You stretch.
We're thin, we're narrow, we stretch. I'm like a gazelle, man. I can, I haven't
how
run on
tall
all
are you?
fours yet.
He's
but
6'5".
I'm almost there.
Holy
Yeah, he's 6'5". It's annoying.
It's crazy because like sitting down, like from the camp, you look 5'6".
Yeah.
Yeah.
From like where you're
Super
sitting
tiny.
at right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like both
6'5".
of us are up on the camera and you're like far behind. So I was just like,
It's a bummer.
Goddamn 6'5". You're gonna have fucked up knees in like 10 years.
Well, that's why. Well, this is the thing. I will say though, this is why I think I'm in such good shape and doing the things I'm doing because I'm trying to strengthen all that. But yeah, sure. Am I like a Greek god in some ways right now? Yeah, 100%. Guys, it happens.
Am I gonna die from giantitis?
Agile, probably gonna die soon. Like all these things.
All that blood can't circulate all that body, so it doesn't go through the heart like it does for us.
My hands are cold right now.
Yeah, we might be pissed, dude. But we're only 6 feet.
Needles?
You know what I'm saying? We might be like, we didn't hit the height genetic jackpot, but my heart feels good. Does your heart feel good? I'm sure it does. So we got that going for us.
I just want to play basketball for fun. That's all, really. I mean, getting off the
bro. Tell them what you did. Tell them what happened when you tried jiu-jitsu for the first time.
It's just big guys aren't meant to sit on our knees, dude. I didn't know. Like we were sitting on our knees for most of the day, and then at a certain point. Yeah, it just didn't go well because I had a 200-pound guy or whatever. Well, I had a 200-pound. He's just Jesse Dram, I love you, buddy, but you're like 240.
200. He's like 240.
Yeah. But and yeah, something. I the meniscus tear, whatever. It went. So I've been really just trying to get back to basketball. To be honest, I wanted to play it recently. I brought my ball and everything. I was taking the dog anyway to a thing. Oh man! And then they were running games. I was like, fuck, I'm not. I was just trying to shoot around. I wasn't trying to run a game. Because I'm not sure about the knee. But they saw me coming up. They're like, well, what are you going to do with your ball, dude? I'm like, I'm just shooting around, guys. Leave me alone. I can't do this. I can't play.
A bunch of Philly comics were playing like a lot of pickup games. And only like 3 of them are good. Like Neil's one of them who was good, even if he wasn't tall. Like Neil can still play basketball, right? Brian Isley, another guy who's actually legit good. Like only a hand, and most of them are just fat and out of shape and can't fucking run down the court or play basketball. So like 3 in shape dudes who knew what they were doing, just slamming on fucking a bunch of out of shape comics. It was wild. Just fucking shit pumping them like.
There's some nice guys. Like we could put together a nice squad.
There's a handful of good comics in Philly who could play.
Yeah, even Gretchen. She's like what? She's like 6'1", I think.
She's tall. She is tall.
Yeah, something like that. But no, not anymore. It's I'm just trying to get back to maybe being able to. I'm gonna be the old guy with a knee brace on, rec lead, talking about the form, dude. Like talking about the form and just like pass boys, bounce passes, everybody, dude, bounce passes,
white sweatbands,
crisp bounce pass,
rec specs,
wristbands.
Yeah, wristbands.
I don't wear glasses anymore. Why am I wearing rec specs?
Because just in case your eyes get poked. That's why you're so cautious.
Albert up the street, he blew a cornea. Him and his wife argued about it. You have no idea. That's that would be. But yeah, I'm going to be talking about forms and layups being crucial. Leave it hanging. You know what I mean?
The importance of setting a good pick.
No one's jumping. Like no one's jumping.
He's like these new kids don't care about the fundamentals of basketball. The fundamentals.
The Jerry West days.
Nathan.
And you got all these LeBrons running around with their slam dunks.
Did you see that jump he just made recently?
No, I did see Steph Curry just absolutely embarrass Dylan Brooks, though.
Oh, yeah, not great. But dude, I don't know. That jump was nuts. It's like he's 38, I think, going on 40, if not already 40, I believe. And he jumped mid-court off one leg to block a pass. I think a pass. Yeah, it was a pass to KD. And we brought it up, and he is gigantic, just so far off the court line, mid-court off one leg. It's insane. And he blocked the pass. It's otherworldly in that way. It's crazy.
Gio, were you a sports guy growing up?
Yankees. I watched Bulls games when Michael Jordan, in the 90s when he was there. I was on the hype. Besides that, it was just really Yankees. I go to Yankee games all the time. My family, my grandfather was a huge Yankee fan. Some of his kids are. The rest of them became Mets fans out of spite. They hate them. And it was either Mets or Boston. They were just anti-Yankee. They just didn't like the Yankees. Yeah,
it's such a bummer.
I know. And but I grew up going to both. And then also I got back into basketball, and then once that referee came out talking about like
Donahue,
I was like, yo, fuck this shit. It was like wrestling. When that guy came out with the special about wrestling, I thought wrestling was real as a little kid. I never believed in Santa because I caught my mom wrapping gifts early on. Like she was in the bathroom, I walked in, so I was like, oh, there's no.
Okay.
And I lived in an apartment building. Yeah, I lived in a project. So I was like, I don't have a chimney. How the fuck?
Yeah.
So we never believed in him.
Santa, like, here's your gift. He just opens your project door and just throws them in. He slams it real quick on you.
Yeah, it's just a crackhead who worked at the mall breaking in.
He's like, don't look at me.
One of the nicer things done in a project bathroom. That's nice.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's super sweet.
Yeah, well, there's no fireplace, so
most of my friends walked into their parents doing heroin in the bathroom. So that, you know what I mean? I'm grateful
for that. Where am I going to put this meth lab? The kitchen's being used by the kids.
Yeah. We only have one bathroom, so
I'm gonna have to shoot up in the half bathroom.
We're not animals. You know what I mean? Come on, this is crazy.
Yeah. So that's how it was for me. Where I never believed in Santa, but when I found out wrestling was fake, I was heartbroken, man, because I was just like, I believed in it. I was like, I thought it was a sport. Now it's just entertainment.
Yeah, dude, it's so like, dude, I'm 100% convinced every single sport these refs are like fucking throwing it for Vegas because first of all that Eagles Miami game. There's like 3 crucial plays by the Eagles, like blatant penalties against Miami, like towards Miami, and they didn't call them. And then you find out like the ref is like 30 minutes north of like the link. He's like an Eagles fan, like his lifelong Eagles. And you're like, okay. But the Tim Donahue shit, dude. There was one thing where one day when AI used to play, because AI was a psychopath, right? Allen Iverson would just like, talk shit to like everybody, like the crowd, the refs, like the other team.
First of all, Adam, there, dude, are you making an accusation against somebody from Philadelphia right now? Like he's just as the ref, like, is that something you want to do? I mean, that's
what's you saying? What's you saying?
It's up to you if you want to
do
on
the phone.
Kind of thing. I'll tell you what I do know is where you live. So that's I'm not surprised. Anyway,
I was watching the thing with Tim Donahue talking about Allen. So Allen Iverson one day just threatens a referee, like, I'll fucking kill you, like, like I'll fucking stab you, like the whole nine, like,
Regular
so they were like,
shit.
Yeah, typical Philly shit, typical AI Philly shit. So the rest were like, oh, we can't have that. So they decided to like police it themselves. So the next game, Tim Donahue and like 2 other dudes get together, like, yo, every single time Allen Iverson dribbles, we're gonna call him for the fucking carryover, which he always did, but no one ever called, right? Because like so every single time it was like boom. Foul, boom, foul, penalty, whatever. And then he finally walks over he's like, hey man, how much longer do you keep this up? Like he knew what was up. Like AI knew what was up. Like he knew what they were doing. Like, it's like everyone's in on it. Like everyone knows everyone's fucking around. Like it's so obvious.
Even with like trades, like when you see that that movie Moneyball, where they're like they could fuck with the stats. How do you not know that? Like, all right, we want this team to win, so we're gonna make sure these players go over here, and then they do the trades and stuff. And it's just like certain teams are willing to get these people. And because if you think about it, like these playoff games and championship games fuels the economy in those cities.
Yeah,
like business-wise, where they're getting extra baseball.
True,
it's going to sell out.
The small towns.
Yeah, the money from it being on TV and all that shit. Like, and then the players get a bonus. Like, I feel like once it becomes a business and corporations get involved, it's over after
like that. I say this all the time. Like Vegas is involved, and there's too much money at stake for like motherfuckers not to be like, yeah, I'll fucking throw this shit for fun. Like I don't think players are doing it. Like that's not when I say when like I think it's rigged. I don't think rigged like it's scripted. I mean it's rigged in the sense of like refs won't or will call penalties. I mean again, the NBA is proven. That's like 100% like court proven. Like Tim Down on record, the guy was arrested for it, the whole 9, right? So like it happened. So why wouldn't it be happening in football, hockey, baseball, right? I mean like why soccer it happens and that's FIFA's like the most corrupt motherfucking thing out there. So
you barely see sweeps now. Like with championships, they usually go to game 6 or 7 now.
Yep, most more money, more revenue, more ad revenue.
That's why the real sport I like to watch is T-ball.
T-ball, yeah, T-ball. You can't
hot.
corrupt T-ball.
What?
It's the only reason I like to watch it. It's the only pure sport out there. I don't have kids. What? Yeah.
Like, sir, please stop showing up to these T-ball events.
It's pure.
Tim Donahue also said that they put one referee in every playoff game 6 to ensure it went to a game 7. He said that. Like, so you're right. That 100% is happening. Again, it's just.
And I didn't even look in too much into that. It's always the fans' fault, because if there were no fans, it would never got to where
obviously, right? Like, I know we get like people like they make $30 million. Yeah, because we want them to. Like we no, as in the sense of like we're the idiots who like go to the pay for the games. Like we like care about. We talk about how many people have jobs just because the NFL exists. It's a bit like a lot. Podcasters, sports talk guys, right? ESPN analysis. How many fucking jobs circulate around the NFL? Now, extrapolate that out to the NBA, the NHL, the MLB, and the Major League Soccer. Everything has jobs circulating.
All of that could still be doing it without the high prices. Like
100%.
People could still get all of the same stuff. All the same content would be generated. The only difference there is that it's merch. Let's be honest. Once merch got involved in sports, once intellectual property rights and players were seen as just things, it was all gone. Really, yes, the money should be based on your performance for the season, not based on like a speculation of your worth as a player. Really,
yeah. Because you did great in college, and they're like, "Oh, he's going to be great in the NBA," and they hype him up. Like, not to take anything away from LeBron. Not to take anything, like he definitely showed how great he was and how athletic. But if it wasn't for Kobe getting those accusations, he wouldn't have got that light later on. Because Kobe was the fit. When Kobe was that guy. And as soon as the accusations started, well, you know, the whole the rape case and all that.
The whole Denver thing.
Yeah, when that happened, NBA is like, we need somebody. We need a new face.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They're like, we need a new face. Yeah. And then they get this kid fresh out of high school.
He was like a phenom.
It's a Nike deal. Yeah, he's like a phenom. And when do you usually see that before? Where they get like this dude had this huge backing before he could even prove that he could get a ring.
He was like one of the first. He was like the first real. Like Kobe was highly touted coming out of like high school and stuff. Like obviously, and you know, but like but none of those other guys like Stoudemire. But you know, Stoudemire got deals like later on. That's what I'm saying. Like, all these guys got deals later on. Yeah, he was like the first like young
nobody
kid to be like right.
Nobody would care about somebody throwing powder in the air. You know what I mean? Like that wouldn't be a slow motion like cut screen on ESPN. Like maybe later on, but not right out of high school where everybody's just because you know, and he seems like a clean cut guy.
If you like this convo, I would urge you to go check out because it's a shameful plug. Our new basketball podcast, the High Q Basketball with Brian Isley.
Not with us.
Raymond Bird. Only because their first episode was just like, who's the GOAT? And it was all the reasons why LeBron should be seen as the GOAT. Like it's just stats bear it out. Now they don't get into I guess him getting promotional deals and kind of that spotlight. That didn't come up in that episode. But they're like from the get-go getting a all-time player like, you know, when you're coming into the league out of high school and like consistently getting that throughout your career, showing the amount of stats and points it's insane. Yeah. And that's why he should be seen as better than Jordan.
Yeah.
And he's going to
physically better than Jordan, mentally not.
This is the claim.
I know.
The podcast deals with it because I actually agree that that's not true.
See, here's why though. I always think Jordan also played in the era like it was physically dominating in that era. Like Jordan, like if you watch like in The Last Dance, Jordan talks about when the Pistons beat the fuck out of him. Like you know Bill Laimbeer and Isaiah Thomas, they were physically beating him.
Bad boys.
And then Jordan was like, I'm gonna get jacked in the offseason. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna fucking skull fuck you guys. And that's exactly what he did. Right? He just got jacked. That was his solution for like, I got it. But like LeBron never had to come up with an era of a guy like Bill Laimbeer being like, yo, come over the top.
Even if you got big nipples, it solves everything. Get jacked, guys. Get jacked.
It does. Get jacked. It does. But like
LeBron helps you with flopping.
Flopping means a lot of things now.
Yo, imagine LeBron back and like playing against the Pistons.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying though. Like he never
the
had
whole
to
time
go,
he would have been looking at the refs like this.
Right, what's going on? Because Bill Laimbeer would have been like, really? Like coming over the middle. Like it just wasn't going to happen. Like he wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah, true.
But also, Jordan didn't go out and get a dream team. Like he just worked with who he had. He just had like Pippen happened to be a great player himself.
You
but
gotta
like
watch this podcast. I'm telling you.
I know, but he didn't go out and get a dream team.
Same stuff. They were a good team without Jordan, and Brian and them showed that in the like they. I'm telling you, they bear out. These guys are. They're like
98
hey,
was
like,
their last year.
The Bulls
I think.
were already good, and that's why I'm trying to like the Bulls were already good. Like, and they won games without Jordan. Like they were a very accomplished team.
For
Jordan
sure, yeah.
Slicing the game. Whereas now the inverse is true of LeBron. Whereas he was given and went to multiple teams in which he was able to group them together. And also the biggest thing that they pointed out was just like he's a team player. He's gotten the most assists. So he's someone who can get on your team. He is a crusher. And then he also knows how to make the team work together towards a mutual goal. And use if you have this trick, we're gonna find that we're gonna use our entire team to beat you in that way. And that's why his stats are so much higher.
I always think like LeBron going out and essentially him being the most dominant player in the NBA, and then going to get two of his friends who are also the two dominant most players in the NBA. Like, you guys want to play on a team? It's like, of course it's going to mesh. It was like him, Dwayne Wade, and fucking Chris Bosh owning it. But then I'll give him credit when he went back to Cleveland and kind of won with nobody. I mean, you know, like essentially compared to the Miami years. But Jordan did it too. So it's like, I don't know. Jordan did more, I think. I just always think Jordan's a more dominant player than.
Watch the pod, I'm telling you. Anyway.
Than LeBron.
I'm speaking my piece. Because I was in the same boat. I get you.
But and the one thing that makes Jordan the GOAT and not LeBron is Jordan did the Hitler mustache.
We forgot. I was wondering if
that's true. It's automatic power. It elevates you to another level, you know.
With a huge baggy suit.
It's like a court suit, like he's going to court.
Mom jeans and a Hitler mustache.
Sometimes you want to come in, Playboy style. You know what I mean? Dripped in satin. I think rocking a Hitler. And an inverse Hitler as well. That's what hit, right? He kept the goatee and then did a Hitler on top.
Yeah.
For a
he did the Hitler soul patch. He did the Hitler soul patch. Yeah.
Hitler soul, which is the only time it's been claimed he had one. Which is nice.
Yeah.
But
he was a painter. During his painting years, probably had it.
More of an asshole. If LeBron was more of an asshole like Jordan, he would have definitely have done more. But I feel like he wasn't built like Jordan.
Gio, we talked about this on this podcast before. Like, I said multiple times, guys like Brady, Jordan, true GOATs, like you have to have a psychopath tendency in you. You can't be like a good dude and be that good at the game. Like again, I know Jordan. Like we all watched Last Dance. Jordan would just make shit up, right, about things people said about him, and the guy's like, I didn't even do anything to you. He's like, shut up, I hate you. And so the guy's like, I'm sorry, I don't know what I did. But Brady's wasn't like that. But like, I've heard Brady talk on podcasts before. He would be like, let's say we were playing like Oakland. He would go out all week and be like, yo, that corner they have out there is so good. You know, oh my God, I don't know if I could throw it that way. And he's like, behind closed doors, I'm like, that corner is fucking trash. I'm going to expose that motherfucker. I'm going to destroy that. And then he would go out there and just throw like 4 tutties on that one corner and be like, yeah, I guess I was better than him this day. That's a psychopath thing to do. You know what I'm saying? It really is a psychopath. Like, it's two-faced. But you to have that drive. War. To be that good. No, by the way, I'm for it. I agree with it. I think you need it.
I know you, and you love it.
I love it. I fucking love it.
That's the problem. That's what because I think it's gonna bear out that this is why I think people have this divide, because it's the same argument, it's the same thing over. They just like the fucking attitude of Jordan. Yes. But here's the problem: when LeBron's numbers and stats showing him being far better, and stats that you can't change, even if the game changed. It's like that man is putting up percentage wise so much.
But I think it can't. I think it can't, because if you're scared to go over
higher, first of all,
if you're scared to drive to the net, you're not going to score as many easy layups as LeBron did. Jordan had to go through the little fire to drive to the net.
None of that matters.
LeBron's a max.
It does. It definitely matters.
No, it doesn't. It can't play into the fact of the stats. You're just putting a physicality on a game that has changed or whatever, but he's still coming off screens. He's just a little slower now because he's older.
Now, who has better stats in the finals?
Well, they break them up, right? So they break up the final, and LeBron does. He's got more stats. He has actually
has he played
turned it on.
Does he have more MVPs? Who has more final?
So again, we'll listen to the pod. This is one of the arguments where I'm telling you they just settle it in the podcast, and they're from two very
Neil, we want to
people.
hear you just word for word tell us the podcast.
Yeah, please, it's ridiculous. So I'm just saying, I'm telling you. Listen, go high IQ basketball, Brian.
All right,
Isley,
let's do plugs.
Anyway,
We'll do fucking plugs.
Here's my plug, Brian Isley.
This has been a 20-minute plug.
Yeah, I'm not trying to, but it's funny that it came up because a lot of people have the thoughts, and they make the case. They're like, we love basketball. We're looking at it the same way you do.
I'm going to watch it after and take notes. I'm like, I need to learn.
Comment on those buttheads. Anyway.
Geo, Brother Bear.
What you got
what you got coming up, and tell everybody about your podcast.
Follow me on Instagram, Geo Perez 86. Follow the podcast On the Gate. It's on every streaming platform. Subscribe to the Patreon. And if you guys are in New York City, November 11th, I will be at the Stand at 7 p.m. And November 12th at 7 p.m. also.
Boom. Awesome. You guys could fucking catch me at Adam Nutter on Twitter, on Instagram, Adam Nutter Comedy on TikTok. November 11th, I'll be up in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. I'll be up there. Again, and all the Drop 10 stuff Neil and I have coming up, he'll hit that. LP convention in Georgia, January, and Florida. Both January. So I'll be headlining those. And other shit. I just don't fucking remember it. I don't know. Neil's gonna fill those in for me. Just don't worry about it. Anything else, I'll yell out when I remember it. Neil, go ahead.
Yeah, gotcha. No problem. You can check me out at IamNeilWood.com. Go there for all my dates and details, or I am Neil Wood on all social media platforms. Check out all that stuff. So coming up, I got a couple of things. I'll be down in Cape May, New Jersey, November 10th. For a fun show. You can get information for that and follow it as it comes out at, again, I am Neil Wood on Instagram. I'll make sure to post it up there and on my website. Excuse me. And then coming up as well, we've got Myers Brewing Company, November. Let me start from the beginning. Sorry. New Jersey. We are coming back to you at Autumn Lake Winery coming up November 2nd. This week, it might have passed, so we already...
Passed.
Thank you.
Passed.
But coming up after that, November 16th, you can catch us there again.
Yes.
Autumn Lake Winery. All right. So buy those tickets now. You get a glass of wine already, with the purchase of your tickets. It's a lot of fun. So come on out. We got a great lineup of comics for you. Myers Brewing Company, November 10th. Come on out for that one. Right in the city, Fishtown, Philadelphia, every second and fourth Friday. Come on out. We're going to have a bunch of fun. Get tickets to that show. It's great. So 7:30, 9:30, come on out. $12, cheap. Grab them now. All right. And then, of course, if you're down in Jersey, I'm going to be there November 10th in Cape May, New Jersey with a Boston Comedy Club show. So I'll be doing some hosting stuff there. So come on out for that. And then we've got so much more coming up. Go over to drop10.com/events for all the dates and details. November 3rd, we're in South Philadelphia with a show with Matt Himes. So come on out. We're doing a bunch of cool stuff. Of course, you can subscribe to this podcast over on Patreon, patreon.com/cultofus. Jump on there. It's only $5. Get you a t-shirt, indoor Discord to watch MMA fights and movies, extra content we've done on the road, all kinds of cool stuff. It's in there. Plus the gauntlet as well. So there's tons of stuff in there for you. $5 a month, making it simple. Thank you. And boom, there's a little shot of it for our, look at it, you beautiful bitches. Join up. We appreciate all of our Patreon members right now. Thank you so much. You keep the lights on. You keep us happy and going forward. So thanks to everybody. And, of course, go over to the store if you want to purchase some merch. Just get a little merch going on. Remember when I said the whole merch thing about, sports? Don't worry about that fucking nonsense. We have merch. We're small. and we need your fucking support. So fuck
Yeah.
you.
Don't be fucking don't like hold us to what we say.
There's a giant difference. These are competitive prices. It's not $50 based on the brand. You know what I mean? These are shirts. They're normal prices, and they help us keep the lights on. So we appreciate it. You can support the network or our podcast. We appreciate either one. The network does as well. Lots of changes, lots of cool stuff coming up. Check out the new podcasts that are coming up. Late Bloomers, High IQ Basketball it's already out. The Lone Stakers, My Undocumented Ass, all that kind of stuff. Subscribe on YouTube, of course, for us, and on Odyssey and Rumble and all the shit, of course. But yeah, check out all the podcasts that are coming from the network. Lots of good stuff, and we appreciate it. Subscribe to the news.
Yeah.
Shit.
All it. Do it.
Appreciate it.
Do it or I'll kill myself.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
No, I'm too vain and I'm afraid to die. We all know that. That was clearly.
We know that.
Yeah.
No, I'm afraid of dying. What's up?
Now that you said, you got me thinking. I'm like, merch is really the four horsemen of something, right? Because you see comedy, once you got merch into it, it got a little weird. Music, once they started counting merch as in with album sales and all that shit,
right,
changed the game.
Sports,
it's just like sports, same thing. Sports.
What's the fourth
comedy.
one? We gotta figure out the fourth one.
No, I meant it's the four horsemen. Like whenever merch comes into an art form or something, like I'm promoting merch.
That's what you're saying.
It's the end.
Yeah.
The intellectual property problem, right? It's kind of like, I mean, it could be merch, but like again, I made the association, but like it is very different. I mean, the merch isn't uppriced for the fucking sake of it being uppriced, or whatever. But really, it's just about the intellectual property. Like, can another company take what you made? Can they buy it from you, just the idea of it, and then make something from it? And that's where it gets dangerous, I think.
Yeah.
That's where it starts to be like, well, we can just put this on anything. And then how was that made? Like, or what does that cause?
Yeah, IP is stupid and gay. That's what I say.
There's a loophole to that, though.
That's the other co-owner of the network we're currently on and his business take. Man, the conversation after this is going to be fun. So, no, it's a small business conversation. It's not a big deal. Clearly, he is ready for it and understands the gravity of our small business. Geo, any help from your end would be greatly appreciated.
What? I'm sorry. Is me calling it IP faking gay not poignant enough for you guys? I thought that was pretty poignant. I thought you nailed it.
Adam was just on a podcast with me a couple weeks ago where I was saying something on a podcast, came back, and you want to hear the follow-up to that? So we recorded an episode after that, but we recorded it somewhere else.
Got it.
Wait, you want to fill Neil in? You want to fill? I mean, can we?
All right, yeah.
Because he doesn't know. So Geo and I were on Rap Real House Podcast with Gomez together. That's how we met, actually, Geo and I. Because I obviously knew you from just the comedy scene and doing comedy and stuff like that, but like we never officially met. So we met. We fucking we were talking. We obviously now we're here. So I happen to know about the little bit of drama beforehand, so I knew you guys were talking about, but Neil has no idea. So if you want to fill Neil and our audience and who might not, I'm sure everyone who watches Rap of Skanks watches the show. So it's like, or I'm sure that they watch that and this, you know what I'm saying? Like for sure. Yeah. So I'm sure they know, but if they don't, go ahead.
Yeah. So there was this whole thing at Gas Digital where it was like an argument between my co-host and another
we know Dylan. No,
host.
Neil knows Dylan.
Oh, you know Dylan.
Yeah,
all right.
We know Dylan. Yeah. No.
So it was Dylan and Derek that had an argument, and like a couple days later, we get this email where they're changing the rental fees on the studio. So my first assumption was it was because of the fight or the argument.
Yeah.
And
it's such a street mentality too.
Yeah, it's like,
well, that's
I'm the same way.
That's street, but that's also like fucking like business petty. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
no, it's everything.
Becoming business petty.
Yes,
just being like, I don't like the 100%. Fucking way he responded, and I'm gonna change his membership thing.
That's because my dumb Italian brain from Staten Island goes like, was he trying to get one over on me now? Is he fucking mad at me? Like, I'm the same fucking way, dude. Exactly. So I get it. So we go ahead.
Oh, yeah, the paranoia hit in. And we asked other people, yo, did you guys get the letter? Like, yeah, we got it too. So he's like, all right, it wasn't that.
Right.
But we went on the podcast and still joked around that it was that, but we didn't clear it up that it was a joke until later on in the episode. We just got sidetracked. And people took that and ran with it and just posted it on Facebook.
Reddit.
People were tweeting Lewis. There was a Reddit.
It's a whole Reddit thing I was reading.
Yeah. And then Lewis, and then the whole time they're just shitting on Lewis. They're going at, they're like, he did, they're bringing up the Bobby situation.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And so Lewis messages me the next morning. He's like, who said you can't use the studio? And I was like, yo, we never said that. We never said that was never said in the thing. And then we talk, and I was like, yo, it was just a joke. We're fucking around. He's like, yeah, you guys can use the studio. Everything's all good. You know what I mean? Like, just call. Don't assume anything. Call next time. And but the thing was, we got the email like an hour before we were about to record. So it wasn't like we had time to figure out what was going on. And still, we knew it wasn't because of that. And but they blew up because they thought we got kicked off the studio because of Dylan, and everybody hates Dylan. So
everybody does.
Hate there's so much shit.
So listen, I'm boys with Dylan. I like Dylan, but I feel he gets so much shit online.
That's a lot, yeah. And then we just gave him another reason.
No, I get it. I love Dylan, but I do.
I'm
but
not
I get
agreeing with it.
I get it.
Geo. As someone who's been called a better looking him, I think was the.
Oh damn!
Which was like, guys, you don't need to point that out. That's fucking brutal. Like that's
shit. I gotta look at you now.
I different hair. a little longer. He's sporting a different cut now. I'm happy that the association's gone. If so, no.
Probably like the body. Probably like the body shape.
We're tall.
Like,
we're both tall.
Taller.
Anytime two tall white dudes get next to each other, it's just carte blanche to be like, you guys look the same. Like I get it. But anyway, I got you. I get the situation. So, that's tough.
Yeah, so that shit happens, and he's like, we cleared away. Then we go to call, and we're like, hey, can we record? And it was kind of like, it didn't seem like we were one day. I don't want to say too much of the details, but it seemed like we weren't there. Not from Lewis. It wasn't from Lewis, but it just seemed like we weren't, somebody didn't want us there. Sure. And so we didn't record there that the next week. We just went to a friend's house because we thought, oh, it's over. Nobody else who got that agreement recorded there since, so we thought it's over. We go record the episode, and I tell my co-host, I was like, let's not talk about it. Let's not bring it up because we already know there's people snitching. So Derek decides to open up the episode with that Ice Cube song that Legion of Skanks sampled. We start off with that, and I'm riding with it. I'm like, yeah, fuck it, let's go. But I'm like, we're not gonna talk shit about anybody. And Derek's like, yeah, my co-defendant told me not to speak. Lewis made a tweet. I would just say that the truth lies in the middle. And I was just like, oh, why would you? You know what I mean? Like, why would you say that? But we go on in the episode, but like the whole time we're like, yeah, thank you for everything. Like, you let us record it for free, blah, blah. The next day, I wake up to a text from Lewis, call me ASAP. And then I remember just like, oh, it's because of the episode. So I'm like looking for my vape now. And I'm like, all right, I need my vape before I fucking get on the phone with this guy. And he texts me again, this long ass paragraph. I was like, oh, shit.
That's never good.
Yeah. And he's like, yo, like, you guys are talking shit on the podcast. What the fuck? All I did is help you guys, and now you guys are fucking trashing me. So I'm like, what the fuck did I say? Because I don't remember anything. I don't even remember what I ate 3 hours ago, let alone what I said on the podcast. And I'm like, fuck, did I say something slick? And so I call him, and I'm talking to him, and he's just like going on, like, hey, man, make me feel. I'm like, damn, I fucked up. And then he brings up, he's like, oh, you guys are being passive aggressive. You guys could call me. And then you're doing it from another studio. I kind of feel disrespected and all this shit. And I'm just trying to cool it up. I'm like, yo, Lewis, we're doing what all you guys do is go on podcasts and just talk about what's going on. Like, we're not like lying, making shit up. And Derek said it himself. He was just trying to be divisive when he said that. He was just fucking around.
Yeah.
And so he just it was the weirdest shit ever. Because I was just like, he just brought me on rap, tells me to chill out, and then we record another episode, and then it just I can't stay out of shit.
So, dude, I'm on Reddit. I fucking love Reddit.
And also, it's funny. Sorry, right before, because if anyone who knows Lewis and has stuck with this guys and watched the episode and knows early Lewis and understanding of his thing, I feel like he would immediately be like, nah, that's some shit I wouldn't do. Yeah. It doesn't make it okay. You know what I mean? That it happened. But like, I totally, like, coming from just a perspective, like, nah, it'd be some shit that I would 100% do.
Dude, on rap, he kind of was like, nah, I get it. I mean, he did kind of say that on rap, right? He was like, it was a fucking, I think he was like, it's like,
I told him that. I was like, it was funny.
He's like, you're a criminal. He's like, what do you think? Like, criminal mentality.
It's tough when, like, something that that happens that is in the ether that you're joking about then starts to almost become real because it keeps being talked about. It's like it follows and stuff. That's weird, right? Because we do that and that can happen with the internet now. But that's nuts.
Oh, I won't be surprised if this ends up on Reddit. Like, Geo says nobody wants to make it. Well, but just
my name's Brendan Tomlinson. Does that work? Damn it.
I was talking about SAG Digital. SAG Digital.
Yeah, SAG. Yeah.
SAG Digital. But like we're back. We're still recording there.
No, good. Yeah.
And shit.
No, I'm glad you guys patched it up. But dude, Reddit's hilarious because it. So
by the way, can I just want to say this? If you ever because everybody says it's hard to get Lewis to respond. If you want him to respond to your messages, talk shit about him on your podcast.
Got it. Working on it.
Every time he leaves me on red, I'm like, fuck, man. I guess that's the next time.
I can only think when we did it, I feel like I should have went outside and smoked with him, but I was too worried that I was going to get too high for the episode. and I know he can smoke a lot, so I was worried. That's as much dirt as I have. And I probably shouldn't have told the abortion story. My bad, dude.
Dude, that was, first of all, people love the abortion story.
It came up.
We riffed on that pretty well. That was a good riffing.
It came up organically. I know it might have been weird for some people, but that's what happened.
No, we had a lot of good jokes on that abortion story.
Anyway, but disreceived, bitch.
Yes. Sweet. You know what's crazy? And I wanted to write this on social media of all these girls who are just like posting like the dead babies in Hamas, the dead baby, the burning, the decapitating. And I'm like, yo, you got 3 abortions that I know about. Like, when you talk about that babies, but I know once I go there, it's just like you're pissing off 3 people. You're pissing off.
You get banned. Times. It's just the bannable thing, and it's like as somebody who was banned from Twitter for like 8 months before Elon took over. Yeah,
both sides.
It wasn't worth it.
From both sides are going to come together. Yeah.
I'm agreeing with the abortion ladies. I feel like, killing a baby that can't scream yet is very different from killing a baby that can scream. Again, I don't know that to be true, just based on. I just want to say that as a disclaimer. I'm sorry that I said it to start, but it feels different.
Cult of Us can't confirm or deny this to be true. We are kind of retarded. So.
Next
Again,
time,
not legal clause. I don't know why you tried to do it in a legal clause and then use the fucking R word.
Has Planned Parenthood
perfect?
Has Planned Parenthood ever tried to like put a little microphone next to the vacuum before they stick it up, and then and if you hear like maybe a little bubbling or a little somebody screaming on the water,
or do they consider it like fish? We're like, well, they can't blink, so like they don't have feelings. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like one of those.
Fish don't blink.
No, they can. I don't know. They can.
Dude, for a brief moment, your powers of animal nature just ruined Geo. He's like, wait a second. Fish can't. I'm pretty sure I've seen a shark blink. I'm pretty certain.
They don't have eyebrows though. Like they can't make facial expressions, so you don't feel bad for them. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
That is the
thing. I thought they had like 2 eyelids where it went like sideways and upways. Like,
no, they definitely could blink. That was just me being. It's 2 different things. Yeah,
you're thinking of vagina. vaginas again. I think
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
understandable.
it's like
Think about
like
it.
the
We
lizard
all know
eyes.
about those.
It's like it shades over sideways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mom, turn this off. Mom, turn it off. You've seen a vagina sneeze. It's like a blink. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
So
It's like 007, the intro.
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
Yeah, the
And the last guy.
the lens eye that comes in that folds into it.
Yeah, it's instead of 007 walking by, it's just a condom that got lost.
It's just it's like where am I?
Well, it still fits because that tunnel where the blood goes over is a perfect analogy for like the abortion. So it's like
True.
Only it's a baby turning. Like it's
Yeah,
The bullseye is on the vacuum hose. That's fucked up.
You guys
We
didn't
suck.
see the abortion stuff. Huh? You didn't see it even coming into this episode, did you? The
Bam.
abortion hot take at the end. No one did. Not even us.
I don't think we ever talked about abortion on my podcast. I think I need to make that a topic.
It's a regular thing on.
Make it a talking point every week.
Yeah. I don't think we talked about everything besides abortion. And it's just we
cowards.
barely have women on. Yeah, I know. Well,
Now I see.
it's my birthday episode this week, so I'm gonna get drunk and talk about abortion.
Yeah,
Oh,
what
nice.
if you were aborted? There you go. It's a perfect start.
That's
You're
it.
like,
That
what
is.
if? Like, what would you be
Yeah.
doing right now? Would you be mad? Would you upset? You know, like, yeah.
I'd be in a
it's interesting.
landfill. I'd be in
True.
a landfill somewhere in Jersey.
you'd be fucking deteriorated by now.
I hope that
100%.
I would have made it to the sea. You know, I hope that I was thrown into a toilet or something and made it out to the ocean, guys, to not blink. with
Eaten
all
by
the
a
other
whale.
fish. Yeah.
Right, but you probably just ended up in a septic tank somewhere. Really, in all reality.
Septic tank?
Yeah.
I'm getting all. Oh, yeah. Well, I'd be drank eventually, right? Filtered, bleached.
Eaten in
basically,
Korea.
basically any high, like model. I would just be that. I would be bleached. I'd be skinny as fuck. I'd be made in Korea. That kind of fun stuff. Yeah, no, abortion's a touchy topic for a lot of people. Which is a perfect topic for us.
Nobody cares no more. Right now, with the Middle East going on, nobody cares about abortions right now.
Yeah, you can
so
say
it's
whatever
like-
about a lot of things now, and it's getting overshadowed.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Well, yes, that's of course media. Yeah, dictates.
All right,
that.
hard R on 3. Ready? 1.
1, 2, 3.
Just
You can say it. I can't.
I gotta bleep that. No,
I can't.
I got to pass.
Yeah, he has a pass. We're way too white. I mean, I have no
What?
sleeves. I'm tatted up. I look like I'm going to a rally any minute. So I can't say that word.
My grandmother's black, so I could say it at least once a day.
Listen, I know, but this much white on the screen during it is a fucking problem now.
Yeah, when there's not a black guy in it in the screen, it does.
Yeah,
I don't
let's
use
just-
the
boom,
N-word
you know what?
around
Yeah,
white
we'll
comics.
Photoshop black guy in. Problem solved.
No,
Boom.
what? Just some black? That's terrible. That's even more
What?
racist.
No one knows.
No, this is what we got to do. Send me a picture of your grandmother. We put that on.
Hold on, let me just put the picture right behind me.
I'll
Hold
green
it up.
screen it on the back.
Hold it up like she's a missing person, and you're just
Yeah,
like at the news conference, like.
It's like,
I just go around with a shirt of my grandmother on my shirt.
what you should have is a punch card, because I think depending on it being your grandmom, it should have like a punch card. Every time you knock one out, you kind of somebody comes by, just like it's. There we
Clicks it
go,
off,
dude.
like,
That's for you.
Yo, I saw.
dude, you're already all punched out, man.
Hey, you gotta buy.
I saw a great TikTok where it was a bunch of black people like stitching each other, just saying white, saying white racial slurs, right? And it was
okay.
a bunch, and they're not great. Gotta be honest with you. Some are funny, but I want them to be better, but they're not. I'm bummed out. Anyway, it was like it went on for like seconds, which is a long time, right? And then it cuts to that scene from Invincible where it's Omni-Man talking to his son, and he goes, "Look what they need for just a fraction of our power."
Yeah, one of the funniest racist shit I've ever heard. Speaking of basketball, I was locked up, and like racist shit flies in jail. Like except the N-word. Like if a white guy says the N-word, then it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah,
but
that's everywhere apparently.
But in jail, but in jail, because I've seen people say the N-word around black people and nothing happened to that person.
Oh, right, you're saying.
But I've seen it happen in jail, and everything happened. Like I saw a guy get starved in solitary confinement, and they forced him to say it. They kept pushing his buttons over and over. Like, oh, say it. And then he wouldn't say it for days. And then one day they just kept fucking with him, and he just yelled it out. And it was all they starved him. They would just give him
sing
the
it?
sign.
Did he like it?
No, he just yelled it out. I was like, "You motherfucker, stop! Leave me alone!" And he was like a tall, like he was like a
dude. He
like
mass N-word. You did a mass N-wording,
and in the box.
We call that Jonestown.
The worst inmates. And it's just me and him are the only light-skinned people there. There's 20 people. Right. I'm Dominican. He's white. Everybody else.
Did you just immediately turn on the black guy's side and be like, can't believe you said that?
Dude, I applauded. I was like, there you go, Tom. There you go. Let him know how you feel.
It's a fitting name for someone saying the N-word, to be honest. Tom.
Yeah, right.
Dude,
I would have folded if I was you. I would have folded in 2 seconds. And behind the scene, when I went to him, South Africa, comment like, "Hey man, just so you know, I think I was pretty brave for you, but like, I'm never ever going to say that in public. Just so you know."
That was an insane thing you did. Really, I mean, kind of what's happening to you is kind of fucked up. Like we get it, but fucking nuts that you said that. Fucking really, like a worse time to say it could not have been. You really should have held back on that. And no, you can't have any food.
The craziest motherfucker in here.
And no, they would give him food, but they would take the main thing off, right? So they would leave him with the side, like the vegetables and like the mashed potatoes, but
that's so fucked.
Chicken patty and the roll. So it's just like you're just eating sides.
Right.
But there was when I was just like a general population, there was one TV, and it was like when like basketball came on, it was on all the time. And one old white guy just got so pissed one time. He's just walking by the TV.
No.
And nothing happened to him, but he just walks by. He goes like, "What the fuck? Why is this fucking TV always on tree hockey?" And I just yeah, I never heard basketball game called tree hockey. And then hearing black people laugh at that was the funniest shit ever. Because everybody thought that was funny. There's tree. So there was probably some older.
Like, so new to me.
all the young people thought that shit was funny. I don't think the older black guys thought that shit was funny.
Yeah, that is. I mean, that's a clever one. I'll give him that. It's definitely different.
Tree hockey.
Oh, speaking of hockey, do you see that guy gets essentially murdered on the ice in Europe?
Yeah,
by a black guy. Was
it a black dude?
100%.
Yeah, did he kick him? Did he like roundhouse kick him?
Yeah,
dude, that's murder.
I'm not kidding. It looked like it. Oh, yeah. Did you not see this?
No.
Oh,
I gotta pull this up. They have to. It's straight up attempted murder. I'll find it right now. Hold on.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
We're gonna cut this. It's fine. Yeah. I not like just this little. But yeah, like I don't watch. Yeah, I didn't see the hockey thing because I'm living vicariously just even through basketball right now through a podcast. So no, I didn't see the hockey clip. But if he roundhoused him the way I think he did, straight up Jean-Claude Van Damme, probably backward, I imagine, right?
No. It's no, dude. I gotta pull it up.
No spinning back.
I just saw the still picture of the blade, like his foot up and like right by his neck.
How else would he have done it? I mean,
no, dude, you'll see. It's like it was like he did it like it looked like on purpose, dude. Because like they break it down a million times.
Well,
Adam Johnson.
Okay, yes, that's the player who died. Yeah. Hold on.
By the renewing of your mind.
Look, I think that's the picture right there.
Yeah,
like you see his foot like right in his neck.
Oh, yeah,
insane.
All right, I'm just gonna pull it up.
Okay, I got it.
Oh, that's dope. Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, so check this out.
Why does Canadian pause?
European.
Why does European hockey look like it's from the 1980s?
They got an.
Are they still under? Like, why? I did this already looks old. Like,
you're still behind the Iron Curtain.
Like this looks old. Just to stop that, I'm sorry. I just need to point that out. I'm pretty sure that red is Soviet red. Like,
they have CCCP on their fucking jersey, bro.
Okay, sorry.
They have the leather helmets.
Yeah, no, you're right. Fair. Okay, ready? So you see my mouse?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's this dude kicks this dude. Okay, now, but watch how he's not like really tripped for his leg to exaggerate this high. Watch this; it's nuts.
I like this already. He's just gonna jam off that guy. Yeah. Oh, that is not. It can't be. He makes contact on purpose, grabs him, and then fucking.
Oh no!
That's
it looks
murder.
Like his blade. No. Look, his leg hit off the blade and jumped.
No,
off.
it doesn't. It doesn't at all. Watch. It doesn't at all. It completely misses his feet. Like his feet are in front of him. See?
Yeah,
his feet are already cleared.
Don't make contact with each other.
It's already cleared. Yeah, his feet.
He either does not have control over that foot, which an argument can be made he does, or he did it on purpose. So it's
dude, it's
like
so on purpose.
Swings, he could have easily tried to like hold, but he grabs on.
WWE drop kicked him in the throat. What are we talking about?
Holy shit!
You give him that.
And it's wild because he walked off the ice under his own power, bleeding, and then he just collapsed and died.
I seen him. It looks like he's holding the turnbuckle and stomping his foot 3 times.
Yeah, it looks like he's doing the stone cold mud stomp, dude.
He's doing the sweet chin music.
Here's what we don't know: is if that is a black player. We don't know if this guy said the N-word loudly into a room.
Oh, that is true.
And this is his solitary confinement. We just don't know, guys. And that's what the facts of the case are right now. We don't know this story. It's still developing. All right.
He's like,
we're not a fucking news source.
He's like, instead of sides, you get sidekicks.
Yeah, there we go. Boom.
But isn't that a fucking banana? Yeah, we have to. Actually, no, we have to bleep that out. But yeah. Actually, bleep that out. Because that YouTube might be gay with that. But like, it's fucking crazy, dude. It's really wild how he got fucking kicked in the throat, like straight up kicked in the throat. Like, shit was crazy.
I always thought about that. I'm like, even a puck just coming at you and just hitting you in like the throat or anything or in the neck, that shit will fuck you up.
Remember the first goalie you got cut in the throat back in like the 80s or 90s? And
I've seen that video.
The reason that guy lived, by the way, because the trainer was like a fucking, I think, ex-combat medic. So he was like, "Oh, I know what to do." Fucking boom,
holding the juggler,
and he got the shit, and he walked him out to the ambulance, like holding his fucking throat, like properly, and got him. That's why that guy lived. This guy was fucked. Like, unfortunately, he was just like pretty much DOA.
Well, maybe this is a Patreon question because I would like to challenge you guys. I feel like maybe we can take them and okay. So this is why I think that European sports are actually tougher than American sports. I now think about it. We just talked about basketball being kind of like, a little more neutered. Football, we know obviously needs to go because we don't want head injuries and all that kind of stuff. Soccer is still, the fans are killing each other. On
fans are crazy.
Weekly basis.
Right.
So, like hockey. Yeah. Like I just heard a story from a woman who is over the guy. She's like, I saw people beating up something in the street because it was the color of the opposing team. It wasn't something that had it on there. It just was green, and they hated that color, so they beat it up.
Funny, dude. But like as a brain dead sports fan myself, like I get it. Like I'm like I get it. I'm like anything eagle green. I'm like fucking kill that.
No, you guys are dangerous. Exactly, and I think European sports kind of bear it that they are actually more tougher fan wise and sport wise now.
100%.
Someone just got killed in fucking hockey.
I thought it happened in the NHL because I saw NHL first, but it was an ex-NHL player.
No, you'd have to go back in time to 1987 to pull that footage. For whatever reason, I don't know why.
Early Fox.
I was waiting to see a picture of the goalie with the actual Halloween hockey mask on.
Yeah, it was
like, what year is this? But like, I think it's, I don't know. Take what you guys think off air, man.
No, we could end the regular episode here and then go over to El Patreon.
Sports talk, but yeah, I like it.
By the renewing of your mind. The recycling. It's a flesh body world. Fluid. Human. Fluid. Sir slimy reptilian.
Hi, I'm International Man of Mystery Dan DePriel, and I'm one of the weekday comics. My friend Dave and I get paid to do comedy, believe it or not. But we're not allowed to tell all the jokes we want to tell. That's why we started this podcast. Join us every Tuesday at 8 p.m. where we're going to talk about the news of the day and tell a couple of jokes that we just don't feel comfortable telling on stage. Hey, we don't have careers, so who gives a Weekday Comics? Our podcast, where we give you the big bags of trash we were born to be and aren't allowed on the shows they pay us to do.
This has been a Drop Tent Media production.